Should you start an accounting firm? So this is a question where when I started back in 2015, there was a lot of, kind of wrestling I was going through where it was like, should I start this business? Can I start any business? If so, are there like better things online or in person that I could do that can make money, right? So for me, that looked like in 2014, I was trying like Amazon FBA, I was trying eBay drop shipping, I was trying like these random side hustles, I was like trying to do like personal fitness training, and it wasn't until I leaned into what I was actually doing in my career that I started really finding success. Now, really it's going to come down to 3 different factors as to why you should or should not start your own business. Number 1 is going to be time. Okay, so whenever I think of starting a business, I really have to kind of ask your question, do you enjoy the amount of time that you have now? If you're working your job, but you can still go and spend time with your kids' games, go travel when you want to, really be able to do what you want on the weekends, you might want to ask yourself, is it worth starting a business? Now, if you don't have the time that you want, I would probably start a business. Now, in the first 3 to 6 months, yes, you're gonna have less time because you're building your business. But once you get it started, once you get it to really around when you get to $8 grand, $9 grand, $10 grand per month, that's when the freedom of time really starts, because you can then leave your job. And then a lot of people think that the amount of time they spend on their job is the amount of time they're going to spend when they're running their business at the same income level. I've actually found it can be anywhere from a third to half the time. So what do I mean by that? So let's say that you're doing about 10K per month inside of your accounting job right now. And you're working 45, maybe some weeks 50, 55 if it's month end, right? I do not miss those month ends at work, but some people could even be working up to 60 hours a week if they're watching this video. Versus when you have your own accounting firm, let's say that your goal is to get to 25, 30K per month. And for one of my businesses to get to my 30 grand per month, that takes about 5 to about 10 hours per week worth of work. So it does not have to take you that long, right? That's at 25 to 30 grand per month, 5 to 10 hours, right? And also that depends also if you want to, in the beginning, do a lot of the accounting work yourself, then it can be a little bit more, and then once you outsource it or you subcontract a lot of the work, then it can really go down. Plus the services that you offer are really going to determine how much money can you make and how much time does it take. If you're more bookkeeping heavy versus more tax planning heavy, right? If you're doing more bookkeeping, you're either going to have to do a lot of that work yourself or maybe bring on a staff accountant to do it. Or if you go more the tax planning route, you can just bang out a bunch of those tax plans very, very quickly, right? So let's say your tax plan is 5K, right? You only need 20 of those per year in order to go and really hit 6 figures. So it just kind of depends. But the whole point is to say that it doesn't have to take you that much time to do so. Now, for example, one of the students in our mentorship program, her name is Audrey. She is probably the best example of time freedom, I'd probably say, because she's both time freedom and location freedom, and we'll talk about location freedom in step number 2, but she only works 15 days out of the month to get to 25 grand per month. So literally, when the 15th of the month comes, she just stops and she just goes traveling, whether it's a road trip, whether it's flying to, I think she was in Indonesia last year, I think she went to Bali, middle of last year, then she just did a road trip throughout the United States, and yeah, it was she just could do whatever she wanted to do, and it was very, very relaxed for her to be able to do so. And it's just if she had been she was working in AR when she first joined our program, and they were skipping over her for promotions at work, and she just wasn't really getting any of the respect or the time or even the money that she really wanted to. She started her business, she was doing, now she does 25, some months she does 30K if she gets an extra cleanup or so, but as far as her recurring bookkeeping clients, it's about 25K per month. And it's wait, so you're doing 31,000 per year in your job, working 45, 50, 55 hours a week. Now you're doing 25K a month. So she does her old yearly income in 1 month. So basically 12x her livable income in the past, and she only works 15 days out of the month. So half the days of the month. It's crazy when you start these businesses, what you can do. Now for her, hers did come pretty fast. She did get to 10K per month. I think it took about 6 months to do so. But again, that's why you do a mentorship program like ours, because we can help cut down that time that it takes to actually go and find success. You don't have to worry about, is this gonna be successful? Am I not successful? Am I doing the right things? Am I doing the wrong things? It's just Straight line, okay? Next thing is going to be your actual freedom, like your location freedom, and really even financial freedom, right? So whenever most people right now, you're probably financially stable. If you watch this video, I definitely hope that you're financially stable, right? I would not really recommend starting an accounting firm for someone that, you know, is maybe unemployed right now. I'd probably go and at least get a part-time job so you can do it. Now, it's not that you can't do it, just most people, when the finances are very tight, the decisions they make and the way they come across the business owners kind of come across in like a desperation kind of way, and business owners generally don't, they're repelled by that, right? Because you have to be able to really talk the language and match the energy of the person you're selling to. So I'll give you an example. So whenever I'm walking, right, if someone says like, oh, the world is like doom and gloom, I literally do not want to talk to that person anymore. I don't want you to bring down my mental energy and my kind of physical energy plane, right? So if you're coming and you're like, you know, money is really tight right now, I know for your business it's really tight, and you know, we have to be like very, you know, careful with the money. And like the business owners, like in Lala world, we're like, oh, dude, life is great. I just bought a Porsche yesterday. You know, I got my significant other like a Chanel purse, something like that, or a Coach purse. I don't even know if Coaches would be like top brand. Probably, it depends. Coach used to be like really big when I was younger. But just really, if you're on different wavelengths, then you're like, oh, I don't want to talk to that. Money's not tight, bro. I just want to like go, kind of scale my business to the next level. And if you're talking about money tight and giving them discounts and stuff, I'm like, I'll give you an example. So over the years, my mom has like kind of grown in terms of like how much money she makes, especially like when she helps out with my accounting firm, right? And she saved a good amount of money by the time her career was done. And like right when she retired, she had sold like some rental properties and stuff like that, as well as got into with my dad with like art business. So basically, and that's a story for a different day, but like they sell like art sculptures now. And she was at this new church that she went to yesterday. Yesterday's Monday, so yesterday was Sunday, and she went to the church, and this person was like trying to like, hey, do you want do you want a cupcake? She goes, no, I'm good. Do you want a free apple? No, I'm good. Do you want this? It's like, bro, chill. I have food at home. Chill. And it's like the person, you know, they're used to dealing with like lower income individuals. So a lot of the people, that might be their only meal for the day. Right, and she didn't know that. She's just visiting just a random church, just seeing like, you know, if it's good or if it's cool or whatnot. I think her brother, my uncle, was playing guitar at the service, and but it's just like she just told, because I couldn't understand why that was bothering her. I was like, wait, so she tried to give you a cupcake, okay? Maybe she didn't know you were on a diet, okay? Then try to give you an apple. I thought she was just trying to be fun, but what my mom interpreted was like, she's like, no, like I got money, I'm good, right? So I was thinking a totally different direction than what she was. But that's how people with money think. It's like they don't necessarily want stuff for free. They don't necessarily want discounts, right? So you have to be able to treat them, you know, the way that they actually like being treated, right? There's a reason why there's VIP sections, right? VIP is not always just for people who are super wealthy, right? Sometimes for people making anywhere between $200 to about $1 million or below, where it's like they want to be seen as having a lot of money, even though they don't have as much money as like a Bill Gates or something like that, right? So has to be able to relate to them. But once you're able to relate to them, you can really start getting freedom. I don't, on this specific YouTube channel, I haven't posted quite as much as my vacations, like my bookkeeping channel. I have two YouTube channels. I have a bookkeeping channel like that's more around people who are starting a bookkeeping business, and then I have this one's more about like an accounting business. And on that bookkeeping business channel, I've showed a lot more like the vacations I'm able to take, right? So I take a vacation anywhere between about once a month to about twice a month some months. This month it's going to be a 2 times a month vacation. I'm kind of splitting my time between Michigan and Florida right now, so I'm gonna come in and out a little bit more often than not. But if this is like back when I was working a job, I could never have done that. You only get a couple of weeks of vacation time, right? And plus, if you take that vacation time and your team is not really that like great or that established, you kind of feel guilty because now it's like, oh my gosh, I'm letting my team down. They're not able to recover. Or when I get back, I'm gonna have 1,000,000 hours worth of work to do because no one else can do what I do. Blah 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 blah, right? But yeah, it just makes things easier when you are the boss and you can actually set up your time. And the cool thing is, like, you don't ask your clients if you can go take a vacation. It's just more like, hey, I'm on vacation. Like, oh, that's so cool. I wish I could be on vacation like that too. It's like, yep, start this business. You'll be able to do that. And just really being able to have that freedom to kind of go. Like, one of our students, name is JT. Now, when he started, he was working at a CPA firm, and like, he hated every March. Today is actually it's like the tax deadline for the United States for businesses. And at the time of filming, I don't know when this is going to be released, but at the time of filming. So, he used to hate every March, every April, right? Because they would do a lot when it comes to business, and they had a lot of like personal returns as well. And he would just hate it, man. He would hate it, and because like they were making him underpaid. I think he was like in his mid-30s, still as like a senior accountant. So they hadn't even like elevated him or promoted him, and like I think it was like 3 years since he had gotten his last promotion. It's just like, dude, man, they're skipping over you. You're overlooked at work. You feel like you should be making more with the amount of work that you're doing. Maybe they have you doing the work of 2 or 3 people, and they're just not compensating you properly for it, man. When he got and like did his business, he does a thing every single year where like the whole month of March he actually just takes off every single year to go. He was living in Iowa. I think now when he goes to take his vacation, he goes to like California or Florida or wherever there's like a really nice like beach with like some good surf waves, because he loves surfing. And he's just able to just like relax for that entire month. And then on other months when he just doesn't feel like working, he just goes and takes like a week-long vacation. It's just like having that time freedom to be able to do what you want to do with who you want to do. Let's say you want to go spend time with your family, right? Sometimes, like, if you have the kids, right, during the school year, it's hard to kind of take them on vacations because you don't want them to fall behind. But what if you could take the entire summer off and just go travel the world with your kids? Not only having the time to do it, but also be able to go wherever you wanted to do it, and having the money to be able to do it without necessarily having to feel like you're risking your quality of life, right? It's just amazing. Like, maybe you want to go and like rent an apartment in Italy for 3 months. Who knows, right? To kind of give your kids a chance to see the world, give them a culture, maybe to learn a second language. I don't know exactly what that looks like for you, but to be able to have the freedom to do that is really what the goal was, and why I teach people in our cyber mentorship program to do this stuff. The next thing is going to be like compounding, right? So this stuff compounds. Earlier I talked about, I can get to 25 and 30 grand per month in one out of my businesses, right? With 5 to 10 hours worth of work. Why is that even possible? It doesn't even make sense. Like what do you mean? It doesn't even make sense. I hope when I said that you were like, dude, what? And like that is not an overestimation. I'm not even trying to brag, and I'm not trying to like downplay how much work I do, but dude, that includes me making these YouTube videos. I'm talking about from my coaching and mentorship business, right? That's with me making YouTube videos. Like literally, I spend maybe like an hour and a half a week doing YouTube videos, right? And it's because when you have a business, everything compounds as far as the time, right? Because think about it, if you get one client, now they can send you a referral. So that means you can get 2 clients. So every single one of the times you get a client, that's another person that could refer work to you, right? So let's say you get 10 clients. So I have 10 people that can refer work to me. Then let's say I'm also building external referral sources. So people that are not inside my business, are not paying me money, but are also sending me clients, right? So now I have more. Let's say that I have like content, let's say like on LinkedIn or even YouTube, and like I'm gonna be starting a new YouTube channel. It's gonna be for like tax planning for like business owners. And then what that's going to do is that's gonna funnel in anywhere between probably about 1 to 5 tax plans per month within like the next 6 months. So what that's gonna do, let's see 6, we'll say 4 times, we'll say about $5,000, okay? Let's just say that the average tax, we can do that $3,000. Let's just do $3,000 per month. I'm sorry, $3,000 per plan, just to be pessimistic. So that'll be about an extra $12,000 added to my monthly revenue just from getting on this camera and talking to business owners about tax plans and different tax codes, different deductions, how they can set up their entity structure, just different things like that. But every single time I put up a video, that's also a referral source, right? So I think of YouTube as my ultimate referral partner. I put up one video, and then that video goes and gets 100 to 300 views on average, right? And then if I put up 1,000 videos, that's 100,000 to 300,000 people that YouTube is now telling to go and look at my services. And here's a cool thing. It doesn't have to take you that long to make those 100 videos. If you know what you're talking about and you have some experience, then inside our program, we talk about that. Now, that's something new, because usually we like doing like LinkedIn. And again, you don't have to make videos. That's just one of my strong suits. My strong suit is knowing, really the strong suit for me, if I'm being quite honest, when it comes to getting like these passive income streams, is my ability to go and make 300 to 400 videos in the span of like 2 to 3 months. Right? So I can fill up a channel very quickly, and based on that, I know what videos are going to rank. I know what videos are going to give me a little bit of views, what videos are going to give me a lot of views, right? And I can really structure my channel like that. So it just starts compounding. But if you notice, that was a skill set I built. I had to learn how to even talk for that much, right? That's number one. I had to learn what videos are going to be like posted and like gonna get views versus no views. I had to know how to post them. I had to know how to edit them. I had to know how to do this, right? So all these skill sets stack up, but every skill set you have reduces the amount of time it takes for you to make really good income. Another skill that you can get, let's say you're doing bookkeeping. One skill is learning how to hire a good staff accountant that's not going to mess things up for you and can actually go and speak to the clients and can do their own consultation calls. If you can get that and you have this unicorn, okay, that reduces the amount of time you spend even more. Let's say it's going to be, even let's say it's like you have tax planning. Every single time that you get a tax plan, your core tax plan should get more and more solidified. So it takes you less time every time you make a plan to go in and basically get more plans out, right? And to work with more clients. So that gets easier and easier and easier. And then your consultation call gets shorter and shorter and shorter as you know what questions to ask and what's the minimum viable presentation you have to do in order to get them to say yes. And then let's say you do quarterly meetings for those, okay? Well, you can basically just do the same quarterly meeting for every single one of your clients, and then you just cut that time down maybe max 30 minutes unless they have like some questions, and just relax, dude. And then let's say this thing. Let's say that you get your branding even better, right? And then you're able to get people who want to pay you more money for the same amount of work that previously you would have paid $2,500, you would charge $2,500 for. Now that you have a brand, now that you know people like you, they might be willing to pay an extra $1,000, $2,000 for that. So you could be charging $4,500 for the same plan you used to sell for $2,500. And then what does that do? That doubles how much you're making. So you can cut down the number of clients by a factor of 2 and still make the same amount of money. Or you just keep the same amount of clients, so you make twice as much money in the same amount of time. So everything kind of compounds. So now not only do you have more time, but now you have more money. So now you can go do more things, and then your life gets easier. And then you don't have to worry about like stupid stuff like, you know, if let's say you need to get an operation. Like I heard some people like they won't go to like the doctor's office to get an operation because they can't handle the copayment. I heard some people like they won't even like take their car for like an oil change because like maybe like money's so tight they have like a budget. I was like, a budget? What? I don't want you to have a budget, man. That's tough. Yeah, if you're watching this video, I don't want you to have a budget. I don't want you to like have to worry about money. I don't even want you to think about money. If you want to go and like pay $300 for a steak dinner with your spouse or significant other, or maybe take your kids out to like Disney World, I don't want you to think about that. I just want you to go, right? Like, we didn't go to school for all the time. You don't put in 40, 50 hours a week, you know, just so that you can be concerned about how much you spend or if the money's gonna end or if you have enough in retirement, okay? Start these businesses, get this stuff going, move, attack, grow, build your savings, then start building your passive income by investing in real estate, stocks, or in some cases, different like precious metals. I don't know what it's gonna be for you, but I do know that when you're starting, start the business, get this thing moving. It's not gonna be that hard. If you have the skill set and you've been doing this for any amount of time in your job, people will respect your skill set enough to buy from you. Cool. So hopefully this video was a little bit helpful for you. If you ever want some help growing your accounting firm, like maybe you're thinking about starting, but you just don't know what to do, it's just overwhelming, click the link inside the bio or inside the description below the video. Book a call with me to see if I can help you inside our mentorship program. Or maybe you've been trying to grow your business for a while, but it's just not quite working the way that you want it, right? And it's like, you know that if you had the right blueprint, if you had the right plan, if you had the right guidance, you'd be able to go and reach your goals. Click the link inside the description above or below the video. Let's book the call. Let's see if I can help inside our mentorship program, okay? I will talk to you soon. Have a good rest of your day. And also, if you're not ready for the call, it's A-OK too. I will see you inside of the next video. Take it easy. Talk to you soon.